If you didn't know, there is a controversy going on right now in Sparking Zero. It's sort of like a small content creator versus bigger content creator thing going on, because bigger content creators have been invited out to play Sparking Zero early and get footage to put on their channel of characters, story mode, different, modes in the game and stuff like that.
Okay. Nothing
And
new.
yeah, nothing new. This is something that happens with every game, right?
Yeah.
That's coming out. You get the big names, you get them, and whatever. You get them to promote your game. But now it's this drama or this controversy of smaller Dragon Ball content creators getting upset and basically saying like they get a freebie or they get a leg up or they get a what's it called start up, what is it? The brain dead.
An advantage.
Yeah, an advantage, a head start, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
They get a head start on content and doing things that, they had ideas of doing or they wanted to do, but now they feel like they can't because the bigger YouTubers they'll probably get the game early, they'll get review copies or whatever, and they'll be able to upload a lot faster than the smaller creators. And they are pretty much upset, they feel some type of way, and they feel like it's already over. Like there's no point in trying to upload for stuff for Sparking Zero because the bigger creators already have it on lock.
Okay.
And just a bit of history on Z here. He used to be not a YouTuber, but he used to be a streamer, and I just really wanted to know your opinion and your take on as you used to be a content creator, not exactly YouTuber, but you used to be a streamer. And what's your like opinion on the fact that the bigger YouTubers in the Dragon Ball community basically get the game early, get to play the game early, and they're getting content out a lot faster than the smaller ones can?
I find this funny. I feel like this is only an issue because of Sparking Zero. Motherfuckers are just hating. Like I said, this is nothing new. This is legit nothing new.
Yeah.
All right, somebody takes your idea, okay, adapt. Like realistically, I don't sympathize with any like small content creators, because at the end of the day, like these big content creators, and obviously there may be exceptions to the rules, but they were in the same position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so you just gotta get out the mud. Like, I don't really understand what the argument is about. Yes, they have a head start or an advantage, but at the same time, like, that's when you have to get creative.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't really, I can't relate to that mindset, because if you're already quitting, then you just don't want it. That's my thing. Like, at the end of the day, your ideas is not your ideas. If you're thinking of it, just think of it as like somebody else has that idea. Not saying that should warrant you to just give up before even starting, but just be mindful of stuff like that. Mainly because, I streamed and I did a little bit of YouTube, and I'm still a creator because, I draw. I think about, I want to create stories visually now. I'm doing something different. But at the same time, the stuff that I think about is stuff that's probably already done. And that's okay. You just got to add your own twist to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
make it yours.
As long as you're not copying somebody's flow, like step by step, and you just make it your own, I feel like there shouldn't be an issue. Yes, these people have an advantage and have a head start, but that's because they put in the work. They got to a certain step in what they're doing, where they earned that. And like I said, there are exceptions to the rules where people are just put in positions or people just get lucky. And I mean, you just gotta kind of roll. Like, welcome to being an adult. Like, that's just how life
That's how the
is.
world works.
Exactly. Like, I don't really feel like there's any reason to just be super upset about something like that. I feel that's kind of just petty, or excuse me, not even petty, just more so childish. Like, I don't care what anybody say. There's no such thing as equal opportunity, in my opinion. Or correction. Everybody has equal opportunity, but you're not gonna start at the same place.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. So, perfect example with these like big content creators. If you feel like, yeah, like, yes, they get the game, a little bit earlier, they get it flown out, that's cool and all, but you know, like, really think about it. You're in that scene and you only have a limited amount of time to kind of test out things, figure out like what's going on, and also be able to articulate that to make a video on that in
Yeah.
such a very fine and limited space, you know what I mean? Like with time and stuff like that. But, when you're at home, you have a lot more time to kind of just think about that stuff. Or a perfect example, bro. Like, here's something that I can kind of like debunk that. Say, and this is just me personally, if I know I don't have like I won't have hands on, and I don't really care about being spoiled or anything, which if you're being spoiled in a Dragon Ball game, then I mean there are people like that, but it's been years, bro. Like, we already know the Dragon Ball story. Um, but what I would do personally as a small town creator, what I personally would do is I'd study videos. See, like, and then just watch so many different YouTube videos and see if I see anything different, and kind of study that and just like, oh, you know what? I noticed this. I don't know if anybody else noticed this, or I don't see anybody speaking on that. You know what I mean? Like, kind of just go behind them and just watch kind of learn stuff, because there are things that people may see but they don't speak on because they don't think like there are people that really care about certain things. But you just got to know your audience, and you got to be smart and really just willing to adapt to certain situations. I don't think there's any reason to just give up like that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if everybody just gave up, then we wouldn't even be anywhere in society, period. So you just gotta, if you really want it, you just gotta really think outside the box. I know it's easier said than done, but realistically it's a lot more simple than people like make it seem. But just
Sure.
because it's simple doesn't make it easy.
For sure. I mean, so that was a lot. Let me um so let me try and see if I can remember and
Hmm.
touch on things that you said.
Hmm.
So, first of all, I think you had a bunch of amazing points. A bunch of amazing points that I also agree with 100%. I
Hmm.
feel like YouTube in general, as in content creation, whether you're small, whether you're big, no matter what, doing content creation in general, it's not sprint. It's not a race. It's not about who gets this out first. It's a marathon, because once you're in, you just keep going and it never stops.
Hmm.
And that's sort of just like that's just how it is. And I feel like if you have this defeated, like, what is it called, the defeatist mindset.
Um, Defeated mindset, or
I think you know
nah?
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what
Hopefully
you're talking about.
someone in the comments will tell me what I'm trying to say, because I'm
I
illiterate.
just call it like a loser's mindset.
Yeah, if you have that mindset that you've already lost, then you've already lost. It's not a race. You don't have to try and get it out first. And it's like you said, if someone like, I'll name off the, Rhyme Style, Globku, C-Reacts, Nanogenics, all of these people that have gone out, these bigger YouTubers, they've gone out, they've gotten footage for the game, and they've been able to play the game before you.
Hmm.
Bro, there are so many instances. I've been seeing this one YouTuber that I watch, Steed OJ, right? He went out, he was able to play, right? He got his own footage, but he is out of the footage that he's been able to upload. So he's been looking at other people's footage, and he's been specifically uploading people's footage with their permission, of course, and pointing out things that even they, didn't see. He was pointing out stuff like that other content creators, while they were playing the game and they were, fighting, they didn't even notice while they were playing. So if you have something to bring to the table, then bring it. It doesn't matter if somebody did it before you. You bring in that creativity, because if you feel like that your mindset is, I have to get this out first, I think you need to rethink what you are as a content creator, like what your YouTube channel is. You have those YouTube channels that already exist that do this is a video where I upload all the ultimates in the game. If you feel like that, people like PH360, I think is his name. He's like the big one in the Dragon Ball community and the anime community in general, that whenever a new game comes out, he will upload compilations of like all the ultimates, all the transformations, all this, all that, all at once. Those are people that have those videos already.
Yeah.
Like, if you feel like that you want to do a video like that, add your own spin on it. Rate the supers instead of just listing them out, Like, sit there and do a tier list. Watch all the ultimates back to back and do a tier list of your favorite ones. That's adding something to it. And I feel like everybody has something to bring to the table. And if you feel like you have nothing, and your entire mindset of YouTube comes from the fact that you need to upload this first, you need to rethink how to do YouTube. And that's just my opinion. I've had ideas. My very first, you want to know something funny? My very first video that I uploaded, and I know I'm a very minuscule creator. Like, I just started. And I've gotten some videos out there that's done okay. But my very first video that I put out, I had that idea for a long time to do a video like that. And as I was working on, getting everything that I needed to get that content out there, to get that video out, I had recently saw, before I put out my video, that someone did it before me. And the big reason why I felt like I wanted to make that video is because I've never seen somebody do that before. But right before I uploaded it, someone did it before me. But that did not stop me from uploading it, because I did it differently.
Yeah. And
that's just how I feel. Like, just because somebody does something before you, it's not a race.
Yeah.
Take that idea, put your own spin on it.
Yeah. And then sometimes, even if y'all have the same idea, you gotta understand that some people actually like don't watch certain people because they don't like the way they sound.
Yeah.
So that's also like another like way to kind of look at things too. Because I feel like charisma definitely does play a huge part, and just how you really carry yourself and how you speak in these videos and how you put out this information.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if you're confident, or you feel like you genuinely believe in the idea, or like just a video, like it shows. It definitely does show. So I really don't think this should stop a lot of small time creators. And realistically, it's not gonna stop people that really want to do it.
Yeah, who really want it, for sure.
Exactly. Like if you're gonna just sit there and complain about it and just be like, and have that like mindset of what's the point, then there's really just no helping you. You just gotta help yourself.
You've already lost.
Yeah,
you've already lost. And unfortunately, like, I don't want to put anybody down. You are more than welcome to feel that way. If you feel some type of way, if you feel like, damn, that really sucks that these bigger content creators got a leg up over me, and whatever, you are entitled to feel that way. I'm not trying to say that you can't feel that way, but I'm just saying, it's just like that type of mindset you've already lost.
Yeah. And
it's not like, yes, to an extent YouTube is competitive, but it's not at the same time. It's as competitive as you want to make it.
I think it's very competitive, actually.
Oh yeah.
I think everything about social media is competitive.
Okay.
Because think about it like this. Now, there was a study, or like a social experiment experiment where these dudes ask like people what their dream job is, and it's content creation. Like,
Okay.
so this scene is kind of getting, played out. A lot of people are joining, and I definitely do feel like though that yes, there is competition, but there's a lot of people that consume content every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's enough for people to just kind of eat, especially because like binge watching is such a huge thing right now. So there's no way like there's not gonna be somebody that kind of like pays attention to you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And
the ocean is just too vast.
yeah. And it's one thing for sure. I think you're 100% right, and I think one thing for sure with that is that it's not for everybody. I think Sparking Zero coming out for sure is going to weed out a bunch of people in the community, unfortunately, that they don't want it that bad. Yeah. And I feel like this is the time where the greats are gonna rise, and the people that can't keep up, they're not gonna be able to keep up.
Yeah.
And I feel like but that doesn't mean that not everybody at the table can eat. They're like, just because the higher or the larger YouTubers, the larger content creators are eating first, that doesn't mean there's gonna be no food left on the table for you. And like I said, it's just like, you just got to get creative. It's all about the creativity. Like you said, the charisma is a huge part of it. And yes, there is quite a bit of luck to it too. Yeah. You gotta grind at it until you get your moment. And then once you get it, you gotta be ready for it. Because if you're not ready for it, you're gonna crumble.
And honestly, a lot of these people that are complaining about that, I don't think they, like, if they were put in this position, I don't think they'd be ready.
Yeah,
like if they were flown out or just got early gameplay footage and stuff like that, I don't think they would be able to really compete just yet. And it's not like me shitting on anybody, it's just the fact that like I don't think people realize how much goes into stuff like this. Just really just thinking about every little thing and just trying to wonder like, oh, what would be important to tell my community, while also having a balance, because you want to have fun, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, it's a job. So
yeah, for sure.
Just be realistic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like people are entitled to feel how they feel. Just, I feel like a whole lot of people don't agree with the fact that you, like, just because, like, I've seen all these big YouTube, and again, like, I'm minuscule. I won't even call myself a small content creator at this point, because I'm not even small. I'm minuscule at this. I just started. And I see these bigger YouTubers, getting to play the game and get content or whatever. And it's just like, what I feel is just like, I'm just glad I get to see the game. Like, I'm glad that we get to see more of the game or whatever and everything like that. And it's just, I have my own ideas that I want to do for my channel, because I know that there's going to be the big YouTubers that are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to play, ranked with their friends and do collabs and do the story mode and everything like that. It's just like, yeah, I would like to do that too. But in order to get noticed for me, I got to put my own spin on it. Yeah. I can't just do what they're doing, because people aren't going to watch my videos. They're going to watch those ones because those are the ones they're used to. And those are the ones, getting noticed is what's difficult. It's all about the algorithm. The YouTube algorithm plays a huge part in it as well, because if your video is doing well and it's put into the algorithm, then it's gonna get clicks.
Yeah.
And that's just how it works, If I have a video that's doing well and it's put in the algorithm, especially for anything like people just type in Dragon Ball and my video is one of the top 10 that shows up.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the algorithm is going to put my video up front.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, I understand that a huge part of luck is also a part of it.
Yeah.
But you just gotta keep going at it until you get that moment, until you get that chance, and make sure that you're ready for it.
Yeah, but what did they say? What did they say about luck? Luck is when opportunity meets capability.
I like that. I don't know. I've never heard that before, but I like it.
No. Here it is. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And yeah, just keep on working,
All I'm gonna say is, man, to end it off, at the end of the day, just keep going, man. Just keep doing you. These YouTubers, they're going to have a leg up on you, and that's not gonna change. You hating on them because you have to understand they were in your position.
Yeah.
They grinded, they got to where they are today, and that's how they were able to get these benefits. You know, you can't hate on them and you can't put them down just because they're getting rewarded for things that they've been doing for years. You just gotta keep going and wait for your moment. You got to be patient. You can't,
just create.
Yeah, just create. Be creative. Upload that Sparking Zero video. I don't give a shit if somebody did it before you. Upload it still. Your video might do better than theirs.
Yeah, just enjoy the process of creating. That's all I gotta say. Ain't nothing really to it. If you enjoy it, you ain't worried about everybody else. You just worry about yourself. Yeah, you're gonna take inspiration from other people, and that's okay. But just make sure you're creating what you want to create, and just enjoy being a creative.
Damn,
that's it.